Oh, for God's sake. You know, I lean over to start the recording and I'm under attack already. Oh my god, you go away. That was a cheap shot. That was such a cheap shot. Anyway, hey everyone, it's Steve here. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Wow. I guess I gotta learn to be careful, you know, when I look away at the beginning of a recording. Good grief. In the last episode, we finished the 4th dungeon of the Dark World. And now that we have the Titan's Mitt, we're going to be able to finally get our 3rd sword upgrade. Or the level 3 sword, whatever you want to call it. And this little frog guy is going to help us. So he's been transformed in the Dark World to this frog. If we take him back to the Light World, over here at the blacksmith shop, he will reveal that he is actually a swordsmith. So let's take him back home. And there, he's like a little dwarf. And if we go in here, everyone's going to be happy because I returned him to his partner, if you will. That's what he referred to him as. Hey, I don't write this stuff, I just report it. So if we leave, go back in, you see they're hard at work already, and they will offer to make our sword stronger for 10 rupees. How could you possibly pass that up? You know, we pay 500 for some flippers, but we're going to get a more powerful sword for 10. So it says that they're going to take a while to do it, but if you just leave the screen, come back. I think if you just leave the house and go back in, it won't work. I usually just leave the screen, come back, and we're going to get our sword upgrade. You can feel the sheer power flowing through your body. We can't, you know, quite yet feel it throbbing in our hands. That comes later. But as long as we're here, we're going to warp back to the Dark World. And there are all these stakes. We're just going to pound them all down. And it's going to give us a heart piece, which will, in turn, give us our 16th heart container. Because we're only 1 heart piece away. I don't know if the Dark World Cuckoos will attack you if you beat them up like the regular Cuckoos in the Light World. They'll eventually, like a whole swarm of them will come and attack you. I don't know if it happens with the Dark World version. Oh, that's classic. A pot shattering just as Link holds up the heart piece. Love it. One final thing, as long as we're here, there is this chest. It's locked. The key is locked inside, and we can never open it. So we're just going to take it along with us. But this is going to result in, hello? Chest? Will you continue to follow? Thank you. That was really weird. I don't quite know what happened there. You definitely cannot run or dash when you have the chest with you because you will lose it. So you got to walk. But what we're going to do, but you can use your flute and warp with it. So we're going to do that. And the person we're going to take it to is going to open it for us and give us our 4th and final empty bottle. It's not too far from here. Just around the corner here. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't know why it didn't follow me. That's kind of strange. All of you, get out of my way. I don't know if it's like, you know, with Kiki the monkey, you can't get hit if he's, you know, with you. I think you can get hit with the chest, but keep it a secret from everyone. I'm going to tell it to everyone. No. No. It is a secret to everyone. Secret to everybody. Just like everything is. Link is just a pile of dirty little secrets that he never tells anyone. Anyway. This is going to be kind of brief because really all... well actually, you know what? Since I never finished upgrading my bombs, I'm probably going to do that in this episode as well too, but we'll save that for last. That way if anybody doesn't want to watch that boring nonsense, they can just... Of course this whole thing is boring nonsense, isn't it? But there's 2 heart pieces up here. They're not going to benefit us because we're only going to get 2 of them, but there are only 4 left in the game, so let's snag 2 of them now. They're right here in the same area, really. One is right up in here. More block puzzles. I always have to remind myself that you can actually push the blocks outside of that outer square. For some reason my mind always tells me that that's like a barrier. but you can actually push them outside. So that's one, and then the other one, we're gonna have to warp back to the light world to get it, but it's right up here. Again, be careful where you warp. Somewhere around in here should do the trick. And there's gonna be another little annoying block puzzle inside, but it's not that bad, really. In we go, and just start pushing some blocks. As soon as you go right up, right. Oh, I was gonna say right up, but it's right up, right. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. I don't know, but anyway, there's the harpies, and that's all I had planned. But except for the finishing up, and it was really convenient, is that the Pond of Happiness in the light world, where we're gonna finish upgrading our bombs, is actually the entrance to the next dungeon in the Dark World. So it's kind of convenient to just kind of take care of that as long as we're passing by. No, I don't want to warp. I did not want to do that. Let's go back, shall we? Don't stay on it. Get. Oh my god. I would have shit if I had actually warped again. Anyway, we're just going to go to the Pond of Happiness. Like I said, that's all I'm going to do for the rest of this video because we're going to save the dungeon for the next one. And so let's just go do some upgrading. Underneath that rock is the warp point that's going to take you to the 5th dungeon. Probably, if you're ever going to see me get lost in a dungeon, it's going to be in the 5th. It's the Ice Palace, and I get turned around in that place all the time. If you do the dungeons out of order, I'm pretty sure you can at this point. If you do the 6th dungeon first, the item that you get from that dungeon will make the Ice Palace a bit easier. You won't have to backtrack as much. But me being, me, I'm going to do them in order. And I therefore get very lost in that place. It's probably my least favorite dungeon of the game. I like the idea of an ice dungeon, but I mean, I should talk about it when we're in there, I guess. It's the ice physics are just horrible, and it's a lot of wrapping around, backtracking, and it always confuses me, and I don't know why. So yeah, that's it. We're just gonna finish this off here, and we will find. It's been bugging me that I haven't, because usually I always upgrade all my bombs first, because I use those more often than arrows. I don't use arrows at all. So it's kind of weird that I actually upgraded my arrow. I just assumed that I already upgraded the bombs, but anyway. There you go. That'll do it for this episode, and we'll do the Ice Palace in the next, because right out here is the warp point, like I said. So, gonna hop on through. There's one of those shield-eating enemies right here, so let's get rid of him. Really? Okay. Alright, everyone take it easy, have a good day. I'll see you next time for Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. I would like to stop the recording now if I could. Will you leave me alone, please? You're not going to leave me alone. Alright, I'm going to kind of lean over here and try and hit the stop